Hey guys, it's Christina alongside Jamie and Brody. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy
Wednesday.
And we brought along
Day.
some of our new favorite friends.
Yay.
Yes.
In celebration of the Oscars, we got sent to us by the lovely people at Ample Hills some delicious ice cream. Now, this is their Oscar flavor ice cream, right, Brody?
Yeah, Oscar night. They made it up for Oscar night, and people can order this to their homes.
Oh, good.
Is it good?
Anywhere in the U.S., so you can serve it at your own Oscar night
Yes.
party.
So the
It's
Oscar
really good.
The Oscar flavor is creamy vanilla cream cheese based with hunks of red velvet cake from One Girl Cookies. So thank you.
Yeah,
thank
delish.
you.
Oh my gosh, really good, you
It's
guys.
sweet tooth.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna open
Right?
up
It's
a bottle.
really
It's
good.
really good. You guys should order that. And then, oh, sorry, I've just gotten consumed
Yeah,
by my ice
don't mind me.
So, and now we have some champagne from Piper Heidsieck. They are supplying, get this, 1,500 bottles of champagne for the Oscars. That is 8,500 glasses that will be served for the Oscars. So that is pretty exciting. So we are kicking off Oscar season with this, and we also got sent some wine by Francis Ford Coppola. 2,400 bottles of wine will be served at the Oscars, and that is 14,000 glasses. That is a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. So thank you guys so much. What are you guys excited
You
for
can
about the
pour
Oscars?
me a little more than Christina.
I'm sorry. There was a lot of fizzing.
What are you guys excited for about this weekend for the Oscars? Who do you think is going to take on Best Picture?
Okay, so I had this debate last night. I think usually the Oscars, like, it doesn't follow sometimes what everybody else. Brody, this is like.
Okay, here you go. Pass me back your glass. Keep
It was
going.
like a shot. I feel like it could be Three Billboards because they've taken everything else, but I
Right.
feel like it could be like a twist, and it could go to, I don't know who the twist
Shape
would
of
be.
Water?
I was gonna say Shape of Water, but I think that'll be the twist with Best Actress. I think it'll go to Sally Hawken over Frances McDormand.
Really?
Perhaps.
Interesting.
I'm
We'll see.
gonna put this
How
down.
I
about
haven't
you?
seen Three Billboards, unfortunately. So
I was
really
not.
good.
I did not like it.
No?
No.
I don't like the way it ended.
Wasn't
I
a
don't wanna give
Jamie
anything away.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a Jamie movie.
It was one of those movies where I was like, "Don't fall asleep," and then I stayed awake till the end, and I was like, "Should have fallen
Yeah.
asleep."
But I really like Frances McDormand. I think she's very
She's
funny on
great.
the carpet. She's
Yeah.
great. I think she's like in a league of her own and very unique.
Yeah, Jen asks if nominated, how many drinks would you have before the show?
Oh my God, I'm walking.
no.
Why put
because-
a limit to? Oh, well.
Right. But what if you win and you get up there and
Here's
then
the
everybody
thing.
remembers you for the drunk speech?
Those are the
and
best.
that's-
Those are the
right.
best. Those are the best.
Those are the best for
Also-
everybody else, but not probably.
I feel like I'd be drunk at the Golden Globes. If this was my first award show, I'd get drunk at the Golden Globes. That's one, acceptable, and two, it would be my first one. I'd be nervous. By the time Oscars roll around, you've been to all the awards.
That's
You
true.
Yeah,
get it.
because of the
That's true.
Globes, they're drinking and eating around the
Yeah.
tables. The
Yeah.
Oscars is a little bit
good.
more stately affair.
Right, totally. Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
well,
Cheers.
good.
to a great Oscars weekend.
Yes. Did you have a favorite Oscar movie?
I was telling you, I just watched Lady Bird.
Love
I
Lady
loved Lady
Bird.
Bird. That was fantastic. It was like literally how my mom and I were
Yeah.
back in the day.
It's so good.
Still now.
I interviewed
Sometimes.
Saoirse Ronan for it, and we were both like crying on the phone together, like
Yeah.
talking about our moms. Which, if you know me,
I
that's
love
not
it.
surprising because I cry at everything. But
No, I love that movie.
Get
saw
Out is so good.
Get Out is
Get out,
fantastic.
it's incredible.
I loved I, Tonya.
Oh, I Tanya's so,
So good.
What's funny is our movie critic Mara thinks that she could be Margot. She could be the one to take it and upset everyone. Margot Robbie.
She was great in it.
Allison Janney's really cleaning
yeah, I
up in
love
terms
her.
of the
Yeah,
awards.
I
for
think
that
she'll.
movie, too.
I would be surprised if she didn't win.
Yeah.
I love Allison
I
Janney.
love
I do
Allison
too.
Janney.
She's
CJ
fantastic.
Craig from The West Wing.
She's also like always working too. She's
Right.
always got
She
that gig,
is.
got that check.
That is
yeah.
so true.
She's on Mom all the time too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Love
and
her.
so we will have Oscars completely covered for you guys on usmagazine.com
And Christina
all
will
weekend.
be
And yes, I will
there.
be there. I'll be on the red carpet, hopefully talking to all your favorite stars. So we'll definitely have that up on Sunday night as well. So stay tuned. But today is Wednesday, and of course that is Magazine Day. So we have a lot to get to. We have a big Bachelor story, courtesy of Miss Jamie Blinn, and so we're going to talk all about that. We also have some news on Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx. Eva Longoria, thanks to Brody. There's a lot to get to today, so let's get right to it. Let's kick it off with some Bachelor news. Now, as we all know, Arie has been torn between Becca and Lauren, and a source tells us that Arie had a change of heart after he popped the question to one of the hopefuls in November. But in January, everything changed. As the source tells us, he just couldn't stop thinking about the other woman. Now, the source added that Arie wasn't sympathetic or even very nice to his shocked fiancée when he ended their short-lived engagement. He then flew to the runner-up's hometown and begged her to take him back, and she did. Oh my God.
That was like a doozy. Also, we won't be naming who the
No.
winner is
No.
and who the runner-up is.
No.
So we won't spoil it for you
Yeah, we
guys.
need to drink for that one because
I know, that was like,
yeah.
I know, I'm like nervous. I'm going to like trip up and say who it is. But basically, obviously, as you can tell, Arie, or you know if you're a fan of the show, Arie said I love you to both final women. He told
Yes.
Kendall, who came in third, that he was falling in love with her. And then when it came time to propose, everything went as planned. He proposed. She said yes with the Neil Lane diamond. They spent time together in Peru, went back to America, hung out a few times. And then as the season premiere started creeping closer, he was like, you know what? Think it was runner-up. I wanted to be with it.
This is crazy. I mean, we did see this a couple seasons back with Jason Mesnick, but not like this.
Not like this, not as public, I think.
Right.
The way Jason Mesnick had a deal with ABC that he was allowed to hang out with Molly if he broke up with Melissa Rycroft on air. So that was like, she had no idea this was coming. But ABC has obviously got all of this on tape. You will see Arie break up with his winner, go fly to see his runner-up, them get back together, and their relationship now. Everyone did a sit-down interview with Chris Harrison. And that's why we have 5 hours of The Bachelor coming up.
He said "I love you" to multiple people.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Which I
He
think,
said to Becca and Lauren.
which
Page.
is different than Jason, because Jason wasn't saying "I love you."
The
to
only
everyone
other
else.
Bachelor to say I love you to 2 women was Ben Higgins. But
Ben.
he felt so bad about it.
Right.
Like, he was distraught. And, like, he realized it after the fact, whereas, like,
I feel like Arie doesn't.
Arie-
I don't even think Arie knows what love is. Like, I think because
Right.
of emotion, he just, like,
Yeah.
says things to say them.
I know because he has said, because we've talked to him post Bachelor, and he says that he's very happy and he's excited to see things play out.
I think it's
Which
interesting
is-
that he's excited to watch the
I
finale. I
know.
was like,
I mean, they tease it in this in the upcoming episode.
Yes.
They tease that something major is happening. Chris Harrison has made it no secret that this is the most dramatic thing to ever happen
and
in
for
the
a man
finale.
who cries drama, he finally got it right.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, we kind of knew something big was going to happen. We kind of had an idea that this was going to happen, and it's all going to go down next week. So it should be very,
In
very
5
interesting.
hours.
5 hours. 5 hours.
Yeah.
But then we're done.
Christina, are we going to break it down on Tuesday or Wednesday?
I'm thinking Wednesday. I don't
Okay.
know. I guess we'll have to see how it goes because we really don't know how they're going to show it because remember last year they kind of wove in after the final rose into the 2-hour finale, but this time that they're breaking it up into 2 different nights.
And that
so.
should be fascinating to see after the final rose, like
Yes.
what's next.
Yeah,
for each
I
of
mean,
them.
I'm
The
so
winner is-
excited to see the winner, now loser, confront Arie
Yes.
and see how that goes down. If she'll even want to, because
She's also in talks now to be the Bachelorette.
yeah, oh, I'm sure.
Because, I mean, what a great story.
Oh, totally. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of like the JoJo story too, because when Ben
Right.
told JoJo that he loved her, and then she was like, "Well, no." you
Yeah, no,
didn't."
like I had my heart
And then she was
publicly
ended up
broken.
being
yeah,
the
like a
Bachelorette.
JoJo, she's now in an incredibly successful
Right.
relationship.
Yeah. I don't know, but
It's
like
crazy.
then it makes you think like, will Arie be with this person?
If
Will it work
you-
out? And
I would never, if I was the runner-up, I don't think I would have taken him back.
No.
Especially so quickly.
so quickly.
Yeah, and also, before the show started, we were hearing things about Arie being with that girl right until
Sydney.
before he got on the show,
Yeah.
and then he was on and off with Courtney Robertson for some time. So maybe someone has a little bit of an issue with commitment.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of, he kind of really says he's a reformed playboy, but
I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Linda says, I can't help it, but I still love Arie.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Linda. You should have higher standards, Linda.
Linda, you too
Right.
might get your heart broken after the final rose.
Yeah. Seriously. I wonder if he will become the most hated man in America after
Well,
what's-
it's funny because Brad Womack was the most hated man in America when he didn't propose to anyone
Right.
on his season. And when he came back the following season to be the Bachelor again, all the one of the women stepped out in limo and slapped him across the face.
Oh,
and she
that's
was like,
right.
This is for every woman in America.
Yeah.
And Arie's been a little, I'm getting ice cream all over myself. Arie's been a little
So good.
savage in his tweets too. I mean,
She's so
Yeah.
savage in his
fun
tweets.
at
Well,
the
I
Yeah.
think
girls
it's
being like
also,
Bachelor in Paradise edition.
but
Yeah.
I think that like he's so bland on TV that he's trying to
He's
show
trying to
people he has a-
overcompensate. Yes. No, I totally agree because I'm like, who is this Arie that we're seeing on Twitter? Because he is so boring.
And
on television.
also, don't try and think you're better than your women.
Right.
These are the,
Yeah.
It's like the best cast of characters we've ever
Well,
had.
thank God for them.
Seriously, like you would be lucky to have them. Cien
Yeah. Oh,
I love her.
She's beautiful.
and this ice cream.
Yes. So there's a lot to get to. Definitely a lot of Bachelor talk that we're going to be breaking down within the next couple of days and weeks. So, definitely stay tuned for that. Jamie and I will be here next week talking all about it. It's going to get interesting.
Tweet us your questions and
yes,
your comments.
please. All right, let's move on to a big interview that Brody did with Eva Longoria. She and her husband, Jose Pepe Bastón, are expecting their first child, a baby boy, and the actress opened up to Brody all about her great but exhausting pregnancy. She admits that she's nowhere close to having the nursery ready. And luckily, though, Longoria has said goodbye to being nauseous and hello to a lot of energy in her third trimester, which is great since her jam-packed schedule will soon lighten up and she can focus on her little baby boy. So, Brody, what did she have to say?
Okay, I love Eva Longoria.
Yeah.
I've loved her since Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
And before I interviewed her, I saw this movie she was going to be out with Anna Faris in April, Overboard. And I saw it was like a morning screening. And I I'd seen the original movie, and I was crying, and I was laughing. I was like, so good. And so then talking to her, I was like, this was like such a great idea to be a part of this remake.
Yeah.
She was talking to me about, when she found out. I said, was this a surprise? She said, no, all pregnancies are surprises. This was a beautiful surprise. Aww. I said, do you have the nursery done? She said, no. Yeah. I said, do you have a name picked up? She said, no. Yeah. But she told me about her baby moon. She told me how close she and Pepe are. She said she's been loving getting dressed in really stretchy clothes. It was really sweet. I was like, do you have any cravings? She again said no.
Your answer
She's having
so funny.
Yeah, in the movie, she works at a pizza place, and I was like, well, do you have any pizza-like cravings? She said, no. She's like, Eva always likes pizza. Yeah. She's always craving pizza whether I'm pregnant or not. So she was super cute.
She's
super
great.
Sweet.
Yeah, she's such
a hard worker too.
She is.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was directing back to back, and she told me she found out she was pregnant when she was directing, and she was like nauseous and tired, and she said they probably thought I was a terrible director because I kept having to take a nap every time I But she's incredible.
Yeah, Carlos is asking, will she have a crazy celeb baby name? Something tells me no.
I don't think
so. Grounded.
Yeah, she's so I've spoken to her as well, and she really is grounded.
Yeah.
You expect her to be not a diva, but holier than that,
No,
like a
totally.
bigger.
No.
Because she's
she
such
is.
such a talent.
She's
and
so chill.
No, same thing. When I talked to her back in September, so I guess she must have just maybe found out that she was pregnant.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe like right around that.
February, March. Yeah.
Yeah, so right around that time. But same thing. Like she's just so warm and welcoming and very, very nice. And I'm happy for her because rumors have been going around with her for years whether or not she's been pregnant.
Yeah.
Ever since she was with Tony Parker back in the day.
Of course.
So now she's 42 and she's having her first child.
I always
so good
feel
for her.
bad when there's the rumors is she pregnant and she's not? Cause it's maybe she's trying or maybe she's fat. Just leave her alone.
But I love how she's always answered because she's like, I just had a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I have a food baby.
She's so upfront about it.
Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah, and she's so humble and down to earth, and her husband is so successful. I was like, are you guys moving? We saw on Instagram you're moving. She's like, well, we're in between houses, but I'm sleeping on people's couches. I was like,
no, you're not.
That's super cute, but I think don't get twisted.
I was reading the story right before this, and I read that part out loud. I go, that's not
true.
You can afford a hotel.
Think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yes, but we're super excited for them. They seem like a really great couple, and she'll be a great mom.
She will. She's a fun mom.
Yeah,
she's
cool.
She's already a mom to three stepchildren.
Yes,
with her
that's
husband,
right. So she's got a lot of practice.
She knows what's up.
Totally. All right, let's move on to Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes because they are going strong and doing things their way. A friend tells us weekly that the two are together almost every day, and they really are in love. However, more than 4 years in, the two are making no moves to declare their devotion. A Holmes insider tells us that Katie and Jamie have an agreement that they'll never talk about their relationship or each other in the press. Well, we kind of saw that when he was doing that ESPN interview, and they brought up Katie's name, and he got out of there. Yeah, he was like, absolutely not. There it is, right there. He just got up. He was like, I'm not answering any of this anymore. Goodbye.
So dramatic.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know. Well, I mean, especially at an ESPN basketball game.
Yeah.
It's so random.
Them to be bringing
of
Katie
all
Holmes.
people.
So,
Kudos to them.
Yeah. No.
Did you sign that reporter?
Yeah.
No, but it's interesting because our source said that Katie approved of the way he handled that situation. She likes that. Part of their agreement, our sources have said, so they don't talk about the relationship in the press at all. And that's Jamie abiding by their agreement.
Yeah. I like how they are starting to get a little bit more public, though. We're starting to see them actually be photographed together, where for 4 years we were guessing whether or not that they were together.
I understand them not wanting to talk about it to the press, but I always did think it was a little weird that just how private they were. It was are you, if that was me, I'd be are you embarrassed by me?
Right.
Obviously. I would be we're so secure in our relationship. I'd be what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they used to like rent out restaurants,
Yes.
right?
Yes, they were super cloak and dagger. And it's also interesting, he'll laugh things off when a photographer asked him about Katie or something, and he said no white women for Black History Month.
Right.
And some of Katie's friends told our sources that they don't really find that funny. But our source said that Katie finds that funny. She gets a sense of humor. It doesn't bother her at all.
So
Someone else might be like,
an interesting
"Excuse me?"
relationship.
It really is such an interesting relationship. I wonder if like they'll ever get married one day, or if they're just kind of like happy with the way things are.
I think they're just like pals who like have fun
Yeah.
and do some other stuff.
Well, yeah, but our sources also have said that they're very in love. So
we'll see. Melissa says after Tom, Katie probably only wants privacy. I
Yes.
would imagine. I mean, that was such an over-the-top
was a lot.
relationship. Yeah,
That
it
was
was a lot.
spectacle.
I remember there's this great interview. I don't remember. I want to say it's like Women's Wear. No, it can be Women's Wear Daily, but it's a great interview from like right when they started. Tom and Katie started dating, and Katie had like just become a Scientologist, and she had this like Scientologist handler with her who answered all the questions for her. And it came out again once they got divorced, and I was like,
So
after
crazy.
going through that, like I understand her wanting to
Just
take
it slow.
things
Yeah.
slow.
yeah.
Totally. Oof, crazy. All right, let's move on to another couple that is making headlines. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom sparked rumors of a reconciliation, but it seems things may have cooled off, but may have heated up again this morning, so we'll have to wait and see. While attending her brother David's wedding in February, a source tells us that Katy gave a speech and said about Orlando, "We're on good terms, but not good enough for him to come as my date to the wedding." Now, the pair called it quits in March of 2017 and have been seen together on numerous occasions, with the source telling us they're hooking up when they can. And it looks like they're hooking up in
They
Prague.
are. A source told us they're in
What a
Prague
weird
right now.
speech.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
At a wedding. Let me just talk about my personal
Right,
life
yeah,
real quickly.
let's bring this back to me.
Yeah, yeah. And then she made sure she caught the bouquet
Yes,
too.
yes,
Yeah.
that video is really funny though.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting to see them back together. Though I was thinking about it, they had a very mature breakup. Afterwards, they said they were friends. Orlando gave an interview where he said, I co-parent with my ex Miranda. We're on great terms. Why can't we be friends? And Katie had tweeted after the breakup, you can be friends in 2017. But I'm much happier to see her back with Orlando than John Mayer.
Right.
I do
I still
think.
always liked her with John Mayer.
Oh, come on,
I
Christina!
don't know why.
Did you not listen to our podcast?
I'm sorry.
No,
The
no.
TBT Jen Aniston, where we
No.
talked about John Mayer.
He was bad back in the day.
Still is.
Oh, please.
Sorry, I'm just gonna drink.
You're saying Arie can't reform, but John Mayer can?
That's true.
Come
That's
on.
Come on.
Take it
Someone's
back.
fame is
Take
so
it
much
back.
different.
It's true. I take it
Yeah,
back.
no. And
No.
John Mayer is still writing songs about Katie for his
It's true.
album. I'm like, no.
I
Don't go
think
back.
Katie's very good at being friends with her exes because she's
Yeah.
so close with John.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Friendly.
They're not on bad terms, I should
No,
say.
they're
There's
not
no
on
bad blood.
Probably better terms than she is with Russell Brand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget about that.
Yeah.
I interviewed him to ask about her.
I
and
remember
I was so
that.
scared. But he was so open about it. Like, oh my gosh, I was so happy he took a bite of his burger when I asked, so he was looking at the burger and not me. I was like, your first wife.
Right. Remember that? But yeah, so it seems like they're on friendly terms. They get together when they can.
Yeah, they took a trip
Friends
around.
with benefits, it seems like.
Yeah.
They
When
were
when
in
they're
the
together.
Maldives.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where I feel like when you're together, you're together. When you're apart, you're apart.
Exactly. But who knows? At the Oscars, will we see Jamie and Katie and Orlando? My guess is no. Well, I don't know. Maybe Katie and Jamie. They were at the Golden
They're at
Globes
everything.
party together.
Yeah, probably.
Vanity
They're not
Fair
going to
or
be
something
walking
like-
a
they're not gonna be
carpet,
walking a carpet.
for sure.
No, definitely not.
But
Katie tends to present a lot. But
yeah, and
Yeah.
she has a new show. She has a new project coming out soon that she's working on. So
Yeah.
it's likely that she'll be there.
Yeah, so we'll see. What couples are you guys looking forward to seeing on the carpet? I know, sorry to put you on the spot.
Ooh, I don't know.
you know who I am excited to see on the carpet?
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
I love
know.
that
I
little
love
nugget.
him.
He's
Yes,
adorable.
He is adorable. He is really. Oh, Jen and Angie run in. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think both of them like to go in a back door for these
Oh
big
yeah,
events.
totally.
And I think
they've
Is
avoided
Jen-
run-ins for the last.
yes,
12
but,
years,
But at the
so they'll be-
Globes, they were both there. They
Oh
were
my
both
God, that
in
was
the
amazing.
same
And
room.
Brad was there
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but I can see.
Oh no, he wasn't there. I'm sorry.
I could see Jen wanting to avoid, the red carpet.
Oh, 100%.
Because-
She's
Is
not
she
going to
going
want
to
to talk
the
about that.
I think.
Because I know
check.
Angie
Yeah.
is.
Right. It's going to be interesting. Should be a fun night.
Yeah.
Yes,
Are you
love the
excited?
Oscars.
I am excited.
You have your dress picked out?
We do have a dress picked out. Actually, everybody will be able to vote for my dress about which dress I should wear later on Instagram. So check back on Us Weekly's Instagram. So
Is it a
Yay.
poll? I love voting.
It is a poll.
Oh, I love
yes.
polls. I'll vote in any poll, doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, I take it
true.
very
18,
seriously.
you
That's
have to
why
vote
I go through
everything.
Instagram stories. I'm like, come on,
I
where's
know.
a poll? Where's a poll?
I love a poll.
Yes, I love it. But lots of champagne will be served at
Lots
the Oscars.
of champagne, lots of
Lots of
wine.
wine. Like we
Yeah.
said.
Too.
I know. This
Yeah.
is really heavy. We were trying to drink this
They
before.
did this like beautiful design on there for the 90th.
Oh, yeah.
This is the 90th Oscars.
90th Oscars.
Which is
I
really.
don't know if you guys
This
can see
one's interesting too, and it says Oscars 90th
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
So thank you again to Piper Heights Seek and Francis Ford
Ford
Coppola
Coppola.
and to Ample Hills Creamery for this delicious ice cream that I really didn't get to enjoy
Oh,
that
almost
much.
wait, I'm
done.
actually gonna pour. We talked about this
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
pour some champagne in to make it like a float.
Want to try it? Let us know how it is.
It smells very sweet. Don't do it.
Don't- that was a bad choice.
Never mind.
But yes, Brody, thank you for supplying this.
Yeah, of course.
Yay! And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to pick up the latest issue of Us Weekly on newsstands right now and follow us on Oscar Sunday at usmagazine.com. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.